Good morning. How to stop dwelling on shoulds. I should have done better. Ever said that before? I know I have. Many occasions, whether it's a session, whether it's a video, whether it's public speaking. So I often talk about, could it be a newsletter, an article, a blog, an email, parenting, everything. We always say it, and it's a good thing because we should value that, because we obviously value ourselves because we set high expectations. But as they say, there's a difference between, and I think we do this a lot. We over-exaggerate what we can achieve in a week or 2 weeks and under-exaggerate what we can achieve in a year. And we forget that we do actually have some time. We do have time to put it right. And one thing I do a lot, I follow a lot of Byron Katie's work. Her book's great, by the way, Loving What Is. And you flip things, almost being grateful for that thought. Because if you didn't have that thought of, I should have done better, what would happen? Would it be a good thing or a negative thing? And understanding that actually it just means you've got high expectations. And as long as you understand that you still have time, this might just allow you to make a better informed decisions about your next step. Because if you just dwell in that decision, it's going to help no one. You'll probably end up beating yourself up. Should have done this, should have done that. But we didn't do it. And we're just arguing with reality, which is when we always lose. So how can we actually be grateful for this, that we actually have perhaps higher expectations, and that we're saying we should have done something? Well, look for the lesson in this now. I should have done that exercise session. I should have exercised a bit harder. I should have tried that. What does that actually mean when you take a step back? It just means that next time you might do things a bit differently. And that's what learning is, right? Knowing, this is a key part of this. Just ask a question about yesterday. Knowing what you know now, what would you do differently? That's it. Knowing what you know now, what would you do differently? Whether that's a food choice, whether that's exercising, whether that's how you did something, a piece of work, whatever it is. Because then you're using that as actually just to learn and progress from it, rather than it being like beating yourself up for not being perfect, which is just an illusion, because it doesn't exist. Because you're always going to want to be a bit better. You're always going to think, how could I do things better? And that's actually a good thing. And my point here is we spend half our time beating ourselves up for not being perfect, but we don't know what perfect is, because it is just an illusion, which means we go around in circles and start again on Monday. Hope that helps. Morning one-to-one sessions on the go now. So I'll see you later. Make a great day. Speak soon.